Welcome to day 3 of our Founders Story Challenge. I just sounded really Southern there. So far, we've explored your passion and unveiled the obstacles you've conquered. Today, we'll dive into the importance of making your story personal by connecting your life experiences to the cause you're passionate about. So let's talk about why it's important to tell your personal story. Sharing your personal experiences and connecting them to your cause is crucial for several reasons. The first one is authenticity. This has been a huge theme for us this week. So, your personal story actually adds authenticity to your mission. It shows that your dedication to the cause isn't just a professional endeavor, but something deeply rooted in your life. And I know from talking to many of you that that is definitely something um, that you feel. It's not just something you do, this is who you are. Then the next thing is this provides emotional connection. So, personal anecdotes help supporters relate to your journey on a human level. When they see the real person behind the mission, they can connect with your story and become emotionally invested. And then the next thing is you understanding motivations. So, sharing your background and experiences helps people understand why you are so passionate about the cause. It provides context and clarity on what drives your commitment. And then last, it's inspiration. Your personal story can inspire others who may have had similar experiences or who resonate with your journey. It encourages them to take action and join your cause. Yeah, and this is particularly important if you're one of those founders who founded your organization because you were your client at one point. You were in that situation. You saw firsthand your the problem and you had a solution. So just keep that in mind. All right, so let's dive into an exercise to help you make your story personal. So, first thing to do, and I will make sure that this is in print, either in the description or in the comments. So, first thing, create life experience, create a life experiences timeline. So, begin by making a timeline of your life experiences as they relate to your cause. So, think about moments or events that have impacted your perspective and mark these key moments on your timeline. And again, if you are the founder who founded your organization because you experienced what the people you are helping are experiencing now, this is what we're talking about. Then you're going to choose pivot points. So you're going to select one or two pivotal moments from your timeline that had a significant influence on your commitment to the cause. And you're going to describe these moments in detail and explain how they shaped your perspective. And then last, you're going to connect the dots. So you're going to tie it all together by explaining how your background and these pivotal life experiences led you to recognize the need for your nonprofit. And you're going to share why you felt compelled to take action and make a difference. And remember, don't shy away from being vulnerable in your story. The more you share about the events that have shaped you, the more your supporters will become invested in your vision and mission. By making your story personal, you humanize your cause, deepen connections with your audience, and inspire others to join you on your journey of positive change. So let's look at an example of what I'm talking about. So let's consider an example of a founder who is passionate about addressing youth mental health issues. They've experienced personal challenges that have driven them to create a nonprofit dedicated to this cause. So their life experiences timeline might look like this: childhood, growing up in a family where mental health issues were stigmatized. The founder witnessed the struggles of a close relative who battled depression in silence. This early exposure left a lasting impression on them, sowing the seeds of empathy and compassion. Then maybe further on the timeline was their high school years. And during high school, the founder volunteered at a local youth center. Here they met teenagers from various backgrounds, some of whom were silently battling their own mental health issues. These interactions opened their eyes to the prevalence of the problem among young people. And then when they got to college, while pursuing a degree in psychology, the founder conducted research on the lack of accessible mental health resources for youth in underserved communities. This research deepened their understanding of the systematic barriers preventing many young individuals from receiving the help they desperately needed. So I hope you can see what that timeline looks like. Now, let's look at the pivotal moment. So one pivotal moment in the founder's life came during college when they met a young girl named Emma. Emma was a resident at a local youth shelter struggling with anxiety and depression. She had no support system and felt utterly alone. It was during this time that the founder formed a close bond with Emma, providing her with emotional support and encouragement. All right, so now we're going to connect the dots. And when I say connect the dots, we're connecting it for our audience. So here's what it might look like. These life experiences, from witnessing a family member's silent suffering to volunteering at the youth center and forming a deep connection with Emma, all converge to make one thing abundantly clear: the dire need to address youth mental health issues. The founder realized that this was not just a professional calling, but a deeply personal mission. Their background and life experiences had shown them the harsh realities many young individuals face when dealing with mental health challenges. It was from this place of empathy, driven by their own journey and connections, that they founded their nonprofit organization. Their personal story became the driving force behind their mission to provide accessible mental health support to young people, breaking the cycle of stigma and silence. Okay, so now that you kind of see what we're doing and you kind of have a direction for where you want to go, now let's talk about how it all fits into your story, right? So here is an example of how this information can briefly be included in the founder story. Hello, I'm Alex, the founder of our nonprofit. Our journey began with a family secret: the silent battle of a close relative with depression. This early experience ignited my passion for understanding mental health. In high school, I volunteered at a youth center where I met teenagers facing their own mental health challenges. It opened my eyes to the need for support in our community. During college, I studied psychology and realized the lack of accessible mental health resources, especially for underserved youth. I couldn't ignore the need any longer. One day I met Emma, a young girl battling anxiety and depression at a youth shelter. Our connection inspired me to start this nonprofit. Our mission is to break the stigma around youth mental health and provide accessible support. My personal journey of compassion drives our work. Through our organization, we aim to ensure no young person feels alone in their mental health journey. Thank you for being part of our mission. See, so by sharing this personal connection to the cause, the founder allows supporters to see the heart and soul behind their nonprofit. It makes their mission relatable, genuine, and deeply impactful, inspiring others to join the cause. Okay, so that is it for today. And I will make sure that you have all the information, and I'll see you tomorrow as we focus on establishing your credibility. So until then, start crafting your founder story with a personal touch. Okay, do I have any questions? It never comes up. So let me check really quick. I hate when people do this, but sometimes technology doesn't catch up. Okay, let's see. All right, I don't see any questions. So I'm going to let it go at that. If you do have questions, put them in the comments. Be more than happy to answer them. And I will see you tomorrow.